The best lawyers aren't found in the big law firms. They're found in the stories of those who left. Chapter 9. Orchestrating word of mouth. I'd always assumed that if I did good work, referrals would come naturally. But sitting there, staring at my inbox, I realised something was off. Even though I knew what my reputare score needed to be, it still felt unpredictable and uncertain, or at least not as predictable as I would like. Courtney walked into the office, setting a cup of coffee in front of me. "So, how's the reputare?" she said. I ran a hand over my face, struggling to frame it right. "It's good, but it still feels shaky." She wrapped her hands around her mug, settling in. "Tell me what feels off." I leaned back. Like, I don't control it. It isn't predictable. It happens when it happens, even though I've done everything possible to make it happen. She flopped onto the couch in the corner of my office as I spun my chair around to face her. "So you're telling me your entire feeling of shakiness comes from taking a moment for sarcastic effect? Waiting?" she said. My voice was as restless as my knee bobbing up and down as I answered. "I can't explain it. I just wish there were some things I could do to make it feel more predictable, and that I was doing everything I could to make it happen. Think about it. People don't refer to a lawyer just because they like working with them. They refer to a lawyer when they happen to know someone who needs one. That means referrals are random, totally outside my control." Courtney nodded slowly, propping up her head with her arm as she stretched out comfortably but attentively. "So, even if you have 10 happy clients, you could be sitting here for months waiting for them to meet someone who actually needs a lawyer," she said. "Exactly," I replied. I ran my thumb along the edge of the desk, trying to put the rest into words. And that's why I can't truly rely on it. I need a way to make word of mouth consistent, not just a lucky break if my reputare is the foundation for growth. Pushing the cushion behind her, like she was getting serious, she leaned in towards me. "Okay, so you can't control when people need a lawyer, but can you make them think of you faster when they do?" "Okay, so you can't control when people need a lawyer, but can you make them think of you faster when they do?" My brow pinched as I tried to follow her logic. "What do you mean?" I said. The idea seemed to be forming as she spoke, her tone shifting into something more deliberate. "I mean, what if people want to refer to you but never really think about it? Maybe they don't know who to send, or they don't realise you're looking for referrals at all." I let the idea settle before echoing it out loud. "So instead of hoping people send clients my way, I need to train them to." She didn't even pause to look back, tossing one word behind her like it ended the conversation. "Bingo!" Before I could question why she had fled mid-conversation, she was already returning with the mini whiteboard and marker in hand. She came back in and sat on me, nestling like a cat getting comfortable. "Seriously?" I asked. I gave a half-hearted complaint as I rested my chin on her shoulder. "There are literally 2 other chairs." "Yeah," she said, popping the marker cap with her teeth, "but none of them come with you." She settled herself into position to write, pushing me half off the chair. "All right, let's break this down. What's the easiest way to get people to send you referrals?" she asked. As if we hadn't just merged into a 2-headed office chair monster, I played along. I don't know," I admitted, trying not to spill us both off the chair. "Maybe just reminding them?" "Right," pen moving before she finished the thought. "Step 1, make it clear that you want referrals." I craned my neck to see around her. "How?" I asked, with a small shrug that said this shouldn't be rocket science. "Easy. Every time you finish a matter, just say, 'Who do you know who needs a contract review? Because I want more clients like you.'" I shifted again, half buried by her hair. "That's not too pushy?" I asked. Without missing a beat, Courtney twisted enough to face me, her expression somewhere between exasperation and fondness. "If they're happy with you as a client, they want you to succeed. You refer to colleagues all the time when they ask you, 'Do you feel pushed?'" I answered, a little more confidence sneaking into my voice. "Good point. I just think they're trying to grow their business with more people like me. It's kind of a compliment. It's just planting the seed, and if you never ask, they will forget way sooner," Courtney said. She swung the marker a little too enthusiastically, smacking me right in the eye. I flinched hard, one hand flying up too late to block the hit. "Ow, seriously?" "Oh my God, sorry," Courtney said. She dropped the marker like it was a weapon and turned toward me, clearly horrified. "Did I get your actual eyeball?" with my hand still hovering over my eye like a fallen soldier. Yeah, but it's fine. I only use it for seeing. Giving me a quick once-over, checking for actual damage, and realising I was pretending more than actually hurt. All the sympathy was gone. You're fine, she said, as I nudged her off and moved to the couch, glaring at her with my one good eye. She slid into the seat I'd left behind, tucked one leg up like she was claiming her throne. I called out from the couch, milking it for full dramatic effect. Are you seriously taking the chair after wounding me? She smiled sweetly. I earned it. I suffered emotional distress when my husband nearly lost an eye. I shook my head, knowing I'd been outplayed in our mini-victim Olympics. So what's step 2? Scribbling a quick line on the whiteboard, Courtney was focused again. Step 2, make it easy for people to introduce you. Give them a catchy slogan or pitch so they don't have to think about what to say. Kind of like your LinkedIn subheading, but better. I was ready to get involved and did my version of a Superman pose from my spot on the couch. Like, saving businesses with only a red pen, the Jason Carter review. Exactly, Courtney sounded like a proud teacher. Now you're thinking like a marketer. I pitched my voice up, hungry for the next step. And step 3? She spoke with the authority of someone who had learned it the hard way. Stay visible. No one refers to someone they've forgotten about. Check in with past clients every few months. Stay active on LinkedIn. Be present. Glancing off to the side while rubbing my head as though it would help me absorb the information. That makes sense, I said. Courtney handed me the whiteboard and my phone to take another picture of the slogan and steps she had written while we talked. Remember that good things come to those who wait, but great things come to those who are productive while they wait. Do you feel better about things now? Adding sarcastically, including your partial blindness. Clasping my hands together as if preparing to pray, I gave her a slow bow. Yes, sensei. Courtney laughed, pushing me gently before wrapping me in a hug. You're an idiot, she said. That afternoon, I sent 3 simple follow-up messages. One to a past client, thanking them for their business. One to an accountant friend, casually mentioning I was taking on new matters. And one to a former colleague, just checking in. All included the compliment that I wanted more clients like them to make practicing the law enjoyable. By dinner time, my phone buzzed. A LinkedIn message popped up. Hey, Jason, I was just talking to a landlord who's dealing with a tenant who won't pay and needs some advice on his rights according to the lease. Thought of you right away. Want me to introduce you? I turned my screen toward Courtney, unable to hide my glee. You were right. She responded as though I'd deeply offended her. You say that like you're surprised every time. I bounced my knee under the table, a burst of excitement too strong to sit still. This wasn't luck. It was a system that would work. I could orchestrate word of mouth to grow my reputare score. End of chapter.